be either a commission on a sliding scale of 14% to 18% of gross sales, or a guaranteed amount. The guaranteed amount for the first year is $375,000, and for years thereafter, the amount of the guarantee would be 90% of the previous year's actual commission. In addition, the college will receive each year $5,000 in textbook scholarships, and Barnes & Noble has committed $200,000 for donations to the college's bookstore. The term of the agreement is 10 years, and this agreement is very much like the agreement that the board approved for Gadsden State last year. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I did. The cyber insurance, data breach insurance under the page 11 of 14, is that overall or per incident, per person, or?
I don't know. I'll have to check it.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
If not, we'll move on to item 2, implementation of a testing fee at Snead State Community College. Yeah, Dr. Eckley stepped out. If you can, please, Mr. O'Brien.
The first of the two items that Snead has relates to a examination fee for a challenge exam to measure prior learned skills and experiences. This is part of a larger prior learning assessment program that Snead State is implementing, and the amount of the fee for the examination is $100.
Questions? Any questions from the board? Move on to item 3, the dormitory fees.
The item 3 is Snead State's request that its dorm fees and meal fees be increased in 2 steps. The first in the fall of 2018, the second in the fall of 2020. The dorm fees would increase $50 per semester, and the meal fees will increase $162 per semester. With respect particularly to the meal fees, the fees are at a current rate that is below actual cost to the college. And they have not been increased since 2008. Any questions with regard to the increased dorm and meal fees at Snead State?
I know we approved the rate increase for tuition earlier, still keep us below the average. Well, we're still within that range in Southeast.
The one thing that's intriguing about Snead State, we do have dorms, and those dorms are limited right now to about 90 students. So when you look at the impact of this, it's almost exclusively on dorm students and those students who want to buy a meal plan that are not currently living on campus, which happens for a few. We did our best over the years to keep those costs as low as possible because of everything else involved for our students in trying to pay for school. One of our challenges with meal plans is simply not getting bidders and vendors who will come to a small campus in a small community. What makes us possible is that we continue to have large numbers of people in the community who eat at the college cafeteria every day. And so without that, I'm not sure we would get any vendors at all. But over time, as the cost of food increases go up, and then we had to eliminate some of those small houses we used for housing, which offset the cost of not making it. We're currently in the process of needing to rebid this, and this looks like where we're gonna need to go. We didn't wanna make a huge drastic increase, but it's just unavoidable over time.
Any questions?
The meal plan is voluntary. The meal plan is voluntary. It's not mandatory.
The meal plan is voluntary for non-residential students. For the students that are in housing, we offer them two different options, 10 meals or 15 meals. On the weekends, usually the students eat in town, and we work with a lot of our vendors in town, not vendors, but different restaurants to make sure that they do their best to give our students a discount.
Anyone else? Thank you, Dr. Exley. Fourth item is upgrade of technology infrastructure at Lost State. Thank you, Mr. Brown. President Ward or anyone?
Yes, sir.
Anything on this to present or on the upgrade of technology infrastructure?
No, sir. Mr. Thompson, we do not have a slide presentation, but just briefly for your members of the board. This is a request for a technology infrastructure upgrade to both campuses at the college. We've not done anything significantly since 2002, just kind of been piecemeal here and there. So we've got a consultant firm in that specializes in technology infrastructure to really give us an overall plan. And what we found that many of our servers and switches and infrastructure were outdated to the point that it really concerned us because some of those things had gone beyond the time of when any warranty existed at all. And so what we have done is we have put together a complete master plan of going from a 100 megabit network to a 10 gigabit network that would should last us for the next 8 to 10 years based on the technology now. What we sometimes don't think about, we're doing both wired and wireless structure that some years ago people might arrive on campus with just a cell phone, and that would pull on your infrastructure, your system for adequate and rapid response. Right now, many individuals will show up on campus with two cell phones. They may have a Apple Watch, which is required for Wi-Fi, and they may have an iPad. And so if you're having conferences and things like that, you really could have one individual who would come with 3 and 4 devices that would require Wi-Fi. So we have been really forced to upgrade people working on Wi-Fi and technology. It's almost like power and water. When they turn it on, they expect it to be there. Faculty members, when they do instruction with videos and things like that, and they're downloading things from the websites and the webs around the country, they really want immediate results. So we're trying to upgrade so they can be able to do that. So we're going with additional servers and switches, and we're also creating redundancy on both campuses. The way we exist right now, our Birmingham campus gets its internet service from the Supercomputer Authority. So if we have a power outage or anything goes down on the Birmingham campus, it really negates the Bessemer campus being able to do anything at all. So in this plan, it will be that if one campus goes down, the other one is up, and they can really work off of each other. So redundancy in that event would be there, and the speed at which people on campus would workshop. So it's a lot of technical information, new phone systems that will respond to the technology that's here. And this is probably a 18-month to 2-year implementation.